When I was growing up, history was one of my favorite classes. In my history classes, we obviously learned about all the wars that have happened in the world's history. And I always heard about this one organization called the American Red Cross. The American Red Cross is the branch of the Red Cross that is stationed in America. According to their website, www.redcross.org, the mission statement of the American Red Cross is to prevent and alleviate human suffering in the face of emergencies by mobilizing the power of volunteers and the generosity of donors. The idea behind the existence of the American Red Cross is to be there for people in cases of disaster and emergency. With the times of COVID going on, I really wanted to do research on nonprofits that have been very helpful throughout the history medically. The American Red Cross was one of the first organizations I thought of. They have been there for people in extremely desperate times, and that's why I think the American Red Cross is one of the most influential nonprofits in the history of this country. A little background on the American Red Cross. It was founded in 1881 by Clara Barton and some of her acquaintances. Barton led the American Red Cross for 23 years before resigning. Before World War I, the American Red Cross wasn't as big of a deal as it was. The war really helped amplify their reputation. Before the outbreak of war, in 1914, there were only 107 chapters, and there were only 17,000 members. By the time the war ended in 1918, there were 3,864 chapters, 20 million adult members, and 11 million junior members. For World War II, the American Red Cross was leaned on heavily. They provided extensive help to the American military and to the Allied forces. They enrolled 104,000 nurses into the military. They shipped over 300,000 tons of supplies. They started a national blood program where 13 million units of blood were sent to the military. This is from the Market of Blood. So on their website, they list these as critical areas that aid is provided. And the areas that they help out a lot with are people affected by disasters in America, support for military members and their families, processing and distributing insane amounts of blood, health and safety training and education programs, and international relief and development. The American Red Cross still effortlessly provides aid to those who need it. Even though World War I and World War II was the American Red Cross's biggest claim to fame, they continue to provide insane amounts of help around the world. Their efforts with blood donations is very important with COVID-19 going on, and one donation has the potential to save 3 lives. The American Red Cross is testing blood for COVID-19 antibodies, and the ones that come up positive are actually helping current COVID-19 patients who need plasma transfusions. Blood donation is extremely critical in this time, and I actually did some of that a couple years ago just to make a couple bucks, but it's very important and crucial right now. In conclusion, I learned a lot about the American Red Cross through this assignment. The generosity and camaraderie of people stepping up to help each other out is truly amazing. Like I said, I donated plasma a couple times in my first year at college. The American Red Cross has changed the lives upon millions and millions of people, and I can't applaud them enough for the work that they have offered. It's not just the US, but it's the entire world that they're helping out. And I would strongly encourage that if you can, please donate blood and help save lives. Here's a little video that I thought was really awesome.